Hello and welcome to Living in Color TV. You're watching Kayla and I am here to tell you why I have not been here in so long. Let me just start with saying something really personal. Well, I suffer from depression really badly and it's pretty severe. So when I am feeling this depression, I usually don't like to talk to anybody or be around people, or I just like to sleep, and I kind of shut down, and it's hard. Yeah, so the reason why I haven't been here in a while is because within that period of time, I somehow got a girlfriend, and in the beginning, it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was nice, and going throughout the relationship, she was very rude. She was rude. She would say so many things without thinking, so many things that got my friends upset, that got me upset, that got a lot of people upset. She just was one of those people that would talk without thought or thinking that there would be any consequences, that it would hurt anybody's feelings, which led to a lot of fighting. We were doing great with personal things and talking about personal issues, but just our problem was that we just couldn't hold a regular conversation. If it wasn't a heartfelt conversation, it was not working. We would try to talk about regular couple things, regular things that a couple should talk about, regular things, just typical things that you talk about every day, what you did that day, how your day was, and she would just take everything I said wrong. You guys have been following me and Kevin in our lives for quite some time now. You know that I am a very playful person. I'm very sarcastic and I like to joke around a lot. I mean absolutely no harm by it, and when I'm joking around, most of the time it's quite funny and not at all in any way to make somebody upset. Everything I said she took as an insult, which I could understand at first because she showed me that she was very insecure. And I'm not the best with security, but I am not insecure like, oh my god, I'm so ugly. Like, I can look at myself and say, you know what, I'm really pretty. Like, I'm pretty. And if people don't think that, then that's fine, because everybody has their own opinion. So, it got to the point where it was so bad with her insecurity that she took everything as an insult out of her own issues. Now, I could be sitting there saying something really sweet and she would take it wrong and say something wrong, and I would get upset then because she would say things, and as I said, she didn't really think much about what she was saying. So it just wasn't working out. I was feeling so stressed out, and before this relationship even started, of course, as I said in the beginning, I am depressed. I have severe depression and I suffer like crazy from it. So on top of the depression, with all the issues that was going on with that, I felt like I was going insane. I was miserable. So finally, we kind of like got into a huge argument, and bam, we were done. But then I thought that was it. We were done. The next day, she would not stop calling me, and I thought, oh my god, I am going to like scream. I'm not gonna name any names just because of the fact that I don't want to be rude. I'm not gonna do that. The sad thing though is I am leading up to something, I promise you. It's not just me rambling about something. The sad thing is that, after she kept calling and calling and calling, I told her, just I need my space. I'm gonna go insane. Like, I'm depressed. I suffer from depression. And you know what I feel inside. And I can't deal with all of it at once. And of course that got to her. She said, okay, I can understand that. So then she left me alone. And she said right before she left me alone, like, I don't want to lose you. I know that you'll probably end up going to somebody else. A lot of girls like you. But I'll always be here for you. And I don't want to lose you as a girlfriend, as a friend. I'll always be here. And I said, thank you. A second later, she put on her Facebook, so who's single? And I was just like, wow. So that's not wanting to lose me. Yeah. So basically, I was a little bit more stressed out because of that as well. And, all these people were writing on her wall, like, I'm single, hey, I'm single, hit me up. So I was just kind of like, I wanted to say something, of course, be like, what is your issue? But I was thinking to myself, what is the point of going back and forth when I'm already so stressed out? So I didn't bother. I didn't bother. I, continued to go on as I am. And I am not happy. I, was going to school, coming back home. It's so bad with my depression that sometimes I do get suicidal thoughts. So, the other day I was on the subway. I was waiting for the subway. And I was standing really close to the train, and, I was actually a little bit too close. I was so close that if I would have tripped, I would have been dead. I was just too close to the train. And that same day, the next day after that, I went out with my friends, and we were bowling, and we started to talk about something that led to a little argument in the car. And when I say little argument in the car, I mean, like, yes, we were yelling at each other. Yes, it was about something that was kind of important to me, but it led to more than it was supposed to, in the best way possible, though, because I just started crying my eyes out. We were nowhere near where I live, which I live in New Jersey. We were not in New Jersey. We were not near my town. We were pretty out there, so I didn't really know where I was. I got out the car and I just took off, and I was crying so hard. My friend got out, and of course she came after me. And that was when things got really real. I told her, she was trying to get me to sit down, and I kept screaming, like, I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be alive. I just kept saying it over and over again. And she realized how serious I was. And she did take a step back and say, you know what? I've been there, and I can understand, and I can relate, and I'm here for you, and I'm not going anywhere, and I want you to be alive. I want to help you through this, and I want you to understand that you're not alone, that there are a lot of other people that feel this way. And it was just a real moment in my life, and it was crazy. I'm just basically sharing all of this with you guys. As I said, there is a point. I'm sharing all of this with you guys because I want you to know that I was not off doing nonsense and forgetting about you guys. I care about you guys. I love you guys. If it weren't for you guys, we would not have a channel. We would not have Living in Color TV. So thank you all for following. our lives and, you know, going through each week with us. And I'm sorry that I missed a few of my episodes because I was having my own really, really hard time, and I am sharing this with you guys out of trust that you will understand where I am coming from and understand that sometimes life is hard for individuals that may seem perfectly fine, and that before you can judge someone or say something about someone, you should know their story, you should know what they're going through. I just want you to take a second to realize that no matter how extreme the story is, from a bad breakup to actually being suicidal, someone is always going through something, and it doesn't matter how small it may look to you, it could be really huge to them. So take a second to just sit down and talk to a friend who you might suspect is upset. Don't just say, well, I only suspect it, so I shouldn't say anything. You should. I feel like people should just have somebody that they can talk to. I'm really grateful that I now have my friend who I can talk to, who I can go to and tell her these things. And it took a lot for her to realize that about me, because I had been so sarcastic and so appearing as totally fine when really I was not anywhere near. This is really personal and it's private, and I'm, as I said, sharing this with you guys out of me just being accepting finally, like, yes, I understand that I'm depressed, I understand that I sometimes get a little extreme and get a little suicidal, but I'm going to try my best to, you know, get through it. And I will be making my videos, of course, as regularly as possible. I did not make a video yesterday only because I was at school literally all day. From morning to night I was there, so I literally got home at a late time and it was too late to make my video. It was actually already Tuesday, so yeah. On the brighter side of things, let me just let you know, I did go to that Tegan and Sara concert that a lot of you were informed about earlier on. And this is actually my Heart Thought bag. I bought a shirt and a signed CD, which I actually have the poster from the CD and the ticket from the concert right here. So yeah, this is the poster that came inside, and my signed CD. I'll actually show you that. My room was a mess, so you're gonna see a little bit of mess in a second. But okay, this is my signed CD, and it was a great experience. It was actually exactly what I needed for myself, just to take a break, just to take a step back and be like, you know what, Kayla, you've had it rough, so let's just get out and have a fun night. And I got that last week I got that, and it was amazing. So I couldn't be more grateful, and yeah, it was really just a perfect night. So I do think I'll probably put some footage of that night in my next video and make it a much happier video. No more serious, crazy videos unless needed. Okay, bye guys. Love you.